welcome to Numerology Truths. In this video, we're going to go over the numerology meaning for the life path number 8. The life path number is the number that results from the numerological reduction of your date of birth, and it offers insights about the core of your personality and will also give you a greater understanding of the pathway to success in your life. Those with the life path number 8 tend to be a better judge of character and attract the right kind of people to work with you toward your vision. This makes you a natural executive and excellent in the business or political arena. You have a need for success and a strong desire to be recognized for your achievements, and this leads you to not feel safe unless you have found a way to establish financial security, and because you are more likely to consider status important, you may be even tempted to live above your means. You should also pay special attention to telling and showing your loved ones that you care, because being a good provider isn't the only way of doing this. Let's look at some of the well-known life path number 8s. Michaelanglo, Nelson Mandela, Pablo Picasso, Wayne Gretzky, Penelope Cruz, Sandra Bullock, Tommy Lee Jones, Pancho, Brooke, Burke, Nicole, and Aretha Franklin. Life path number 8 is a hardworking, goal-oriented, and some might say materialistic sign. You have an iron will and a blunt, honest style that doesn't endear you to everybody, but gives you the power to stick to your guns even in the toughest situations. Number 8s aren't the best at taking advice because they want to be the one making all the choices. You're highly ambitious and, perhaps rightly, aware of other people trying to either sabotage you or capitalize on your success. You have a powerhouse personality that fills you with energy when dealing with tough situations. You are never happier than when you are facing a challenge, especially one that lesser beings have deemed impossible. It won't surprise you to hear that 8's path meaning is practically made of success in business. Your iron will and ambition and your great nose for character are the perfect storm for being the perfect business person. Outside of business, 8 seek relationships where she can take control. You're not the best at compromise, and it takes some time for you to be willing to loosen the reins even a little bit in a relationship. With that in mind, listen to the advice with your personal goals constantly at the forefront of your mind. And you will want to apply what you see here in your personal life rather than discounting it, because that's not me, which is something that 8s are very prone to with any advice that doesn't seem 100%. You also have a strong intuitive sense of the relationship between the past, present, and future. You cannot ever fully let go of the past, nor do you ever want to, even if there are parts of it you're not very proud of. But you also never lose sight of your future. You can barely act in any way without some thought of how your action will affect your future goals. Using numerology, people in life path can have a better, more rounded understanding of their own natural personality traits and impulses. And by learning about these, you can find the best way to use them to find success and achieve your goals. By unlocking the path meaning of life path 8 and coming to a fuller understanding of how it affects your outlook on life, you can use the positive points of the 8th path to your advantage and find ways to avoid becoming entrapped by the negative parts. Let's look at life path number 8 in love and romance. Because of your incredibly strong-willed nature and your desire for material success above all other things, you may have some difficulty forming relationships. You're prone to seeing people as tools toward success rather than thinking beings. This isn't you being heartless most of the time, it's very practical and doesn't stop you from treating people courteously. However, while that's true for business and casual relationships, it can be a stumbling block in romances. A 2 or a 6 are the most emotionally sensitive of the life paths, and they will be the most willing to work with you through your more controlling moments. When you enter a relationship with one of these phenomenally patient people, you may at first feel like everything is going exactly how you want it and plow ahead at will. You will make all the choices and your partner will let you do without any sort of protest. Now, let's look at life path number 8 in careers and business. Career and business is where the number 8's meaning really shines, and you are very unlikely to have any problems in this field, as business acumen comes natural to you. You have a deeply ingrained sense of what smart business moves are and what isn't, including the type of people who you should involve in your business dealings. Because taking orders isn't your favorite thing, 8s make a great entrepreneur and startup leaders. However, if you can swallow your pride for a little bit in order to get past the initial challenges of taking orders, you can also be extremely successful in more traditional business settings. Don't worry, you won't be taking orders for long, and it won't be long before your superiors notice your incredible skills and the amazing results that you're getting and start shuffling you up the ranks. Also, make sure to give your moral framework some serious thought and not to toss it aside anytime an opportunity for success contradicts it. Sometimes it's much better in the long run to turn down initial success in favor of your morals. That's something else that people will notice and appreciate over time. So how do you find fulfillment on life path number 8? As mentioned above, I'm quite certain that you already know what you really want for fulfillment, and it's just a matter of you getting there. You can find fulfillment in being honest with both yourself and others about your goals. You will find less pushback from others when you are upfront about your goals. This will minimize the number of people who are likely to look at your ambitious, your material interests, and your occasional flexible morals and deem you shady. Instead, people are more likely to respect you, even if their goals are different from yours. Sometimes, because you tend to put material success above relationships, you will find yourself feeling somewhat lost in your interpersonal relationships. You may find that people are getting an impression of you that is quite at odds with what you wish they'd think of you. Work intentionally on listening to others and appreciate the advice of your friends and partners, and you will find much more success in your relationships. People will appreciate feeling like they're being listened to, and you'll be surprised at how much more willing they will be to listen to you in return. Gift giving may be your love language, but it isn't everybody's. And sometimes your family, partner, or friends would appreciate a few more hours of your time, uninterrupted, undisturbed by your work, far more than they would appreciate even the most expensive gift. By focusing more on your relationships, you can strike a more comfortable balance between work and other fields of your life. This doesn't mean that you should give up your hard work, and far from it. Being a workaholic is one of the things that makes you, you. And in numerology, 8 is always going to be a materially driven person. For some final thoughts, there's almost no point in telling an 8 numerology because you already have such a strong sense of yourself and your path. So while watching this, you may have felt the urge to double down, thinking, what does this person know about me anyway? And that's a very fair reaction and totally understandable for 8s who don't take kindly to being told what to do. So don't think of any of the material as order or instructions. Think of them instead as suggestions for things that you can possibly consider doing, keep in the back of your mind over time, and maybe pull out sometime in the future. Your personality fits well in today's world, and you're destined for a great deal of success in the fields that are very important to modern life, especially business. You have all the natural qualities to make yourself a great leader and boss, and you'll be cheating yourself if you don't take full advantage of them. At the same time, it would be remiss if I didn't caution you to dedicate a bit of your energy to building better relationships with others. I understand that this will never be the absolute top of your priority list as it is with a 2 or a number 6, but it's possible and necessary for you to find healthy balance. And to find more secrets and what numerology truths have in store for you, click here to get your free, instant, and extremely accurate numerology reading, and you will be absolutely amazed at what you find out. And for more numerology tips, tricks, and tutorials, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications right here so that you don't miss out on future numerology videos and much more.